Hello, welcome to Just Justice. I'm your host, Judge Mikey. We'll get to the wiggy part later. But I want to tell you what we're here about. We're here for the law-abiding citizen. You know, the one that gets up every day, does the living, eating, breathing, dying, paying taxes, and follows the law. Who is sick and tired of so many judges and district attorney's office and prosecutors just letting these guys right back out on the street again. And then you give them a small bond. And there's a laundry list of laws that they've broken. You set them back out into our society just to do it all over again, making one of us, neighbor, family member, just another victim. Basically just one big revolving door. And it affects the rest of us. Now, here's a good example of this. The guy's name is James Preston Green. This happened out of San Antonio, thanks to a lot of my wiggy friends down there that contacted me about this guy. Here's a perfect example of what we're talking about. KSAT Channel 12 News in San Antonio, I thought actually covered it pretty good. Compared to most media nowadays, it's actually really good. Take a look at this.
A man arrested for DWI 5 times with 4 different convictions has never faced jail time until now. James Preston Green, the son of a well-known San Antonio jeweler.
We first highlighted his case on KSAT.com last month, showing how despite numerous arrests, he was never sentenced to prison. According to court documents, Green recently violated his probation, but some have questioned, why did Green ever get probation in the first place? Today, the judge in the case explained why he signed off on it. James Preston Green back behind bars tonight after court officials say he repeatedly violated his probation in a felony DWI case. Green was taken into custody this morning and is being held without bond. Green is the son of Jimmy Green, former Fiesta royalty and owner of J. Green Jewelers. A defender's investigation last month revealed that James Preston Green has so far avoided prison, despite 4 DWI convictions and 5 DWI arrests in 10 years. San Antonio police video from Green's latest DWI arrest in January shows him rambling in the backseat of a patrol vehicle after officers tracked him down and pepper sprayed him after a crash on Wurzbach Parkway. You can hear him telling an officer the Bexar County District Attorney is his attorney.
Nico LaHood. How about that for my lawyer? That's my lawyer, Nico LaHood.
In October, Green was given 6 years probation as part of a plea agreement with prosecutors. Last week, prosecutors informed Judge Ron Runhell that Green had continued to drink alcohol and violated the terms of his probation at least 5 times. Today, Runhell defending his role in the October plea deal.
When the plea bargain comes before the judge, the only thing that the judge is doing is ensuring that the defendant is knowingly saying that they give up all of their constitutional rights to enter in this agreement. Beyond that, judges cannot know anything about the facts of the case other than there is sufficient evidence to sustain a finding of guilt.
Runhell went on to say that when a judge accepts a plea agreement, it doesn't necessarily mean the judge agrees with that plea agreement. Also today, Bexar County District Attorney Nico LaHood told me by phone that he was unaware of Green's plea agreement ahead of time and that after reviewing the case, he does not agree with it, but that prosecutors handle each case at their own discretion. LaHood also said he has no personal connection to Green and is not his attorney.
Again, great news piece by Channel 12 out of San Antonio. But hold on a second there, Judge. You had a little something to say in there. It almost sounded political. Judge Runhell, for those of you who are wondering, the G is silent, kind of like his office was on getting back to me. You could have very simply, because it was a felony DWI, you could very easily have had a pre-sentencing report. You don't have to see what's in this particular one. Yes, there may be enough evidence, and yes, he pleaded out. But with a pre-sentencing report, you could have also seen that, oh my gosh, well, he's got a couple of flee of a police officer, restraining orders, assault. I mean, come on. This is where we're missing it. Everybody seems to me like they keep passing the buck. Now, look, Judge, I'm not going to try to rank on you as well. I'm just giving the facts here. And the fact is, you didn't have to take the plea agreement. It really is that simple. But you let him out again. And who is it next time? Is it Mommy coming through the intersection? You know, and she's got her daughter coming back from soccer practice and bam, this drunk turns around and knocks her out. See, the biggest problem we have is, in my opinion, that we so oftentimes will turn around and say, well, they'll put him in prison, they'll come out and do the same thing. That's not true. A very large portion of people, They finally get to stay away from their family for a Christmas or two and birthdays and kids. And they step out after being inside of that place for a couple years going, I'm not going back. Okay, it's time to do wiggies. That's right, this thing up here. We rate everybody from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Let's go to the prosecuting attorney. I don't know your name yet, but I know you're watching this somewhere, sometime. And I'll get your name before too long. I'll make sure I sneak it in on one of the videos coming up. But you're going to get a 1. That's right. You knew about this guy way ahead of time. Judge Rangel, got to give you a 3. One of those is because I know that you're a part of the community. You've been a judge there for 12 years. Now, you're making 6 figures, taxpayers' money, but I gave you a 2 on the whole thing of your decision-making in this deal. You could have turned around and ordered the pre-sentence report. You'd have known all you needed to know. And there's nobody. I'm guessing there's 98% of the people that'll sit and see this or know the true colors and the facts of this particular case and agree with you on this deal. You and I know I'm right. And I know that you're also running unopposed this year. So you're in for another 4 years. Just letting you know, we're out here. You may see us sitting in your courtroom sometime. Don't be surprised if you look up and there's 10 or 12 people sitting there with wiggies on. Court adjourned.